Welcome back. As a reminder, and as it is reflected on the board, an odd number is a number for which 2 is not a factor. That means if you divide it by 2, there is a remainder more than 0. So let's look at this example 3 that says, write down the odd numbers between, part A says, between 31 and 38. What is the first step? We need to first know what are the natural numbers that are lying between 31 and 38, and then we go ahead to deduce which ones are odd. In other words, we deduce which ones are not divisible by 2. So between 31 and 38 we have 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So these are the natural numbers that are between 31 and 38, and then you go ahead to test which ones are odd. In other words, which one when you divide by 2 there is a remainder. 32 divided by 2 is 16 and the remainder is 0. Therefore 32 is even. 33 is odd. Why? 33 divided by 2 we get 16 and the remainder is 1. 34 we get 17 and the remainder is 0. So we go to 35. 36 is even and 37. So these are the numbers that if you divide by 2, there is a remainder. So they are odd numbers for part A. So going to part B, the odd numbers between 50 and 60. And as usual, we start by listing the natural numbers in that range, or a set of numbers that is between 50 and 60. So this becomes 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59. Those are the numbers that are between 50 and 60. And then you go on to see which one when you divide by 2 there is a remainder, and they are always alternating, even, odd, even, odd. Like in this case, 51 divided by 2 you get 25 and the remainder is 1. Therefore 51 is odd. 52 divided by 2 we get 26 and therefore it is even. So we go to 53. 55 is odd, 57 and then 59. So these are the odd numbers that are between 50 and 60. And then we come to part C. Part C is between 74 and 81. And we start by listing what are the natural numbers that are in this range, on this interval, or the set of numbers that can be formed between 74 and 81. So we shall just say natural numbers, and we shall say 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80, because 74 and 81, those are the boundaries, and they are not part of the natural numbers that we are going to consider. Why? Because of the statement that says between 74 and 81. So after that, then we come and look for odd numbers. And in other words, we look for numbers that are not symmetrical, that cannot exactly be divided into 2 as natural numbers. So 75 divided by 2 is not, you get like 37 and there is a remainder of 1. So we shall just say 75 is not even, 77 is not even, and 79 is not even. Always use a calculator to guide you. Divide it by 2 and you see if there is a decimal point and it's not 0.0, then it is an odd number. Thank you for being part of this class. Help share to your colleagues so that they can get access to the educational materials.